Alright folks, and welcome to the channel. I hope you're all doing fantastically well out there. And in today's video, we're going to take a look at the Mr Hector from Aurora DSP. So let's check this out. Yeah, this is the Mr Hector from Aurora DSP. Yeah, based on the laboga Mr Hector. Now, local to me, I've never seen any laboga amps advertised, so I've never tried one. Disclaimer there. And yeah, it's a 2-channel amp. So you've got clean and high gain. Obviously, I'm on the gain channel at the moment. And we'll have a bit of a playthrough, bit of a walkthrough as well, and put this bad boy through its paces. So on the main screen, you've got your presets. I've sort of dialed this one in at the minute, but you've got a whole host from Aurora themselves. You've got some from Mr Christian Cole, some from Scott Elliott over at Chernobyl, some Cult Fat ones, some FOG Fog, and some from Nathan Smart, and then you can save your own as well. And then you can have MIDI in here as well. There's your license. You click that, that takes you through to your manual, and then your about just tells you the version that you're on. At the bottom here, you've got your input gate, all your different screens, tuner, and an output. And then, as you can see, we've got the power on and off button, which actually works on this one. You've got a selection there whether you want to use the valves or the diode tube. Channel select. So when these are lit up, that's on the high gain. When this one's lit up, it's on the clean. We'll pop it on the clean for now. We'll have a look at the cleans. Master volume, 3-band EQ, but then you've got this mid switch as well, which sort of gives it a bit of a different EQ curve. And your lead controls there, volume and gain, and then you've just got a clean gain as well. And on both of these, you do have a bright switch, and you've got high and low inputs. Right at the front of the amp, take those off. You've got an overdrive tone shaper and a preamp just to give it a bit more of a kick. And you get 2 cabs included with this. You get a 3x12, not a 4x12, it's a 3x12. And you get a 2x12, and you get various different speakers. You get, I've got on the old 30, but you get a vintage 30. You get a D12L and a RIP 55. You can have 4 different types of mics: dynamic, SDC, ribbon, and LDC. And then these sliders here are for the distance, as you can see. So on one side I've got a dynamic, on the other side I've got a ribbon, and you can export this and use it in other amp sims, which I think is pretty cool. And then if you just want to have one microphone, you just switch that button off there, and then you can move the microphones about as well, which is pretty cool. Pull that one out a little bit further, and right at the end we've got some effects there. So you've got a little EQ pedal there, so you switch that on and off. A limiter, delay, and a reverb. So we're on the clean channel. So let's pop it onto the neck pickup. So we just, this is without the brightness switch engaged. And with the brightness engaged. And if you want to, you can add some reverb in there as well. We'll have a look at the delay when we go back onto the gain channel. So back onto the high gain. And that's without any of the stomp boxes on, so yeah, you've got an overdrive. Tone shaper. Which, yeah, is basically like a tone knob. And then preamp. You can have, it's like a boost pedal, if you will. So you can just either take some of the bass down, lift the treble up, or have a little bit of both. And then together with the overdrive, and it's very subtle, that tone shaper, which is cool. And then back onto the amp itself. So we've got the diode tube, so without it on. So it's like having sort of a tube gain and, say, a bit of a solid state type gain. We've done the channel select, and then you've got this mid switch. That's what we've got at the minute. And then if you just sort of pull that down, gives it a bit of a different shape to the EQ. That's definitely got a bit of an 80s feel to me, that one, which I think is quite cool. But yeah, we'll pop it on to the other one. And then you've got this bright switch as well. Which again, I think is pretty cool. And then you've got your, we'll have a look at the cabs. So you've got, let's switch that one off for now. So we've got Big 12 L. The RIP 55. The old 30, which we've been messing about with, and the good old vintage 30. And you can have a combination of two, so let's have a look. And while we're up here, we've got the delay as well. And I've got the sync on. Stop it. That means it's synced to the tempo of the session. Yeah, I quite like that. I'd definitely use that delay. And as you can see, the limiter is set in there. So yeah, it's just helping clamp down on the low end and just to clamp down a bit on those chuggy chugs. So, yeah, we've had a bit of a walk through. You've heard some examples there. Let's see what it sounds like in the mix. Right, so that was the Mr Hector from Aurora DSP. What do I think about this thing? Does it get the wizard seal of approval, or does it get the finger of doom? Gets a wizard seal of approval. Yeah, I'm digging this. I'm sort of liking the sounds I'm getting out of it. Gives you a bit of a different sound to the typical rectifiers and 5150s, and the Marshall ones. Even though I'm a fan of all those amps, but yeah, it's nice to have something a bit different every now and again. Something a bit left field. Yeah, the interface is pretty good as well. It's pretty standard to what we see in the more modern amp sims of late, of say the last year or two. Overall, it's a big winner from me. That's just my opinion on it. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments. I'll leave a link to the Aurora DSP website down there in the description, and there's a pinned comment if I remember. So you can go and check this out for yourselves. And if you want to grab yourself some evil wizard merch,
there's a link to the merch store down in the description.
But that's all from me, folks.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Right, folks, I hope you enjoyed that video. You can follow me on social media and you can get my music online. And if you want to support the channel, there's Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal links. They're all down in the description. Click up here to subscribe and click the link down there for videos that you may not have seen. Keep it loud and keep it heavy.